Many of you might know about the different breeds of cattle, but what about the other different types of livestock? My name is Catherine Farmer, and I'm here to tell you about the first American rabbit breed, the New Zealand Rabbit. I first started learning about New Zealand rabbits when I went to my friend's house that owned a rabbitry. They had so many different breeds of rabbits. I felt overwhelmed. I went home and I decided to do some research, and I figured out about the New Zealand. And I wanted to learn more about them because I enjoyed knowing about their origin, the characteristics of the rabbit, how it looked, and what it was used for. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the different colors in New Zealand. The first color in New Zealand was the red. They started breeding for the red in the 1900s. Soon followed the white. The white was first founded in 1917 when a red doe gave birth to 4 albino kids. The next color that followed after that was the black. The black became known in 1958. And most recently, the solid color, blue, which looks more like a gray color, but we call it blue. And that one came about in 2016, which is quite recent. So now that I've talked about solid colors, we're going to talk about our broken colors. So you might think, why would you want a broken rabbit? Broken? What does that mean? Well, I'm here to tell you. So a broken rabbit just has 2 different colors. So you have solid color, which is white, and then you have splotches of another color. And since it isn't just one color, that's why it's called broken. The first broken color combination was the black and white, which became part of the ARBA, which ARBA stands for American Rabbit Breeders Association. So that's like the big group thing. And this is the black and white one. Then we got blue, and then you got red. So next we're going to talk about the body types of rabbits. So these are all the different body types of rabbits, and New Zealand had a commercial body type. So a commercial body type is a very muscular and strong body type. So it is best for meat. This is where the meat is on the rabbit. It's by the loin and the hindquarters. And New Zealand rabbits have flyback fur, which means when you brush their fur, it'll fly back, hence the name. So New Zealand's were the first American rabbit breed. So here's the United States. And it was really important for them to be the first American rabbit breed because that launched the rabbit industry in the United States. So Catherine Gose from PetMD says that the average weight of a New Zealand rabbit is 9 to 12 pounds, and it has a lifespan of 5 to 8 years. Okay, so now that you know the colors of New Zealand rabbits and where they're from, we're going to talk about what breeds made the New Zealand, because it didn't just show up. So they took a Belgian Hare and a Flemish Giant to create the New Zealand Red. So they took a Belgian Hare because it was more of a smaller, compact type breed, and you take the Flemish Giant, which is the largest rabbit breed in the United States. And they took them to make a rabbit that is both muscular, but is also a show type quality animal, which is exactly what the New Zealand was. So they started breeding for rabbits in the 1900s, and it started in California. Many people believe that the rabbits came from New Zealand, but the New Zealand rabbits were bred in California. It is said that the rabbits that made up, like the Belgian Hare and the Flemish Giant, that they did come from New Zealand, but we're not for sure on that. But they're from California, hence why they are the first American rabbit breed. Okay, so now that you know about rabbits, now we're going to talk about what the New Zealand rabbits are famous/used for. So New Zealand rabbits are actually the most common rabbits that are used in research today. So rabbits are a great animal to use in research because of their small size and their fast production rates. Yu Yang states in an article that rabbits are phylogenetically closer to humans. So their prostate gland is atomically similar to ours, which makes them a great animal to use to figure out if the certain things will work for us and the animals. about what rabbits are used for. Now we're going to talk about what rabbits need. So I give my rabbits pelleted feed. I give them pen pal because I have show rabbits. And I have each of my rabbits on a ration so they can get the right nutrients that they need to be in show quality. Then over here we got some Timothy hay. And here you have water, because water is an essential part for every single animal. Alright, so next we're going to talk about the uses of New Zealand rabbits. So some other ways that New Zealanders are used is they are used for their meat, of course. Because New Zealanders are a muscular rabbit for their meat, they are sold primarily for meat, but also the whites are the most popular in New Zealand because of their pelt. With their pelt being a white color, it became easy to dye their coat so they can get certain furs and stuff like that. Then a byproduct from rabbits that we have is the fertilizer that you can use from their manure. It made it easy for them to grow vegetables and stuff like that. Okay. So I hope everyone learned something new about rabbits today and that you guys had a great time. Thank you so much for listening to me, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.